Hey there YouTube, it's Chris Young, and today I'm going to be doing a series of Would You Rather questions found from the wonderful resource that is the internet. So let's get into it. Right, the first Would You Rather is, would you rather yell a swear between every word or get punched in the face after every swear? Well, to be quite honest, I think I'd rather get punched in the face after every swear, because if you really think about it, through like negative reinforcement, you're going to stop swearing pretty quickly. So that's going to have, the consequences of that are going to run short pretty quick. Whereas I think it'd be quite socially unacceptable just to swear on every alternate word. I mean, I can't see you making many friends through that way, or at least any friends that, you know, you'd want to keep, or, you know, are socially acceptable as well, if they find you to be swearing between every word acceptable. So, I think that's quite an obvious answer. I'd rather get punched in the face after every swear word. Would you rather wrestle an alligator or wrestle a bear? I think I'd rather wrestle an alligator, to be honest, because if you try to wrestle down a bear, that's a big motherfucker. That guy's just gonna, you even jump on his back and he's just gonna claw the shit out of you and you're gonna be down for the count. Whereas at least with an alligator, I feel I could outrun an alligator. Definitely not a bear, so at least I could try outrun it and then get behind it, and then like you could, as long as you just like keep its jaws closed, just kick it in the head or something. I don't know. I think I could beat an alligator, but I would get destroyed by a bear. I think really. Would you rather have a stomach ache or have a headache? I'd rather have a headache. At least that way I can eat still, rather than every time something goes down feel queasy as hell. I like food. It does me well. And a headache's not really the end of the world. I mean, women seem to have them all the time and they seem to not fall over dead every 5 seconds, so. When you rack up a new toilet paper roll, would you rather have it... Oh! Okay, so when you have the toilet roll, do you have it over or under? Well, I go over. I don't like under. You have to kind of fish for the paper, and if I'm in the situation where I need toilet roll, I don't want to be, you know, fishing for it, quite frankly. I want it to be convenient, so I have mine going over. Would you rather be a professional skier or I'd rather be a professional snowboarder, to be honest. I think it's just a lot cooler than skiing. I mean, I can kind of ski, and I do enjoy it, but I can imagine snowboarders get all the poon, quite frankly. So yeah, I'd rather be a professional snowboarder. It just looks more badass as well. Would you rather every movie you watch replaces the lead role with Nicolas Cage, or every song you hear is performed by Nickelback? I'm kind of in the awkward position where I don't mind either Nicolas Cage or Nickelback, so neither of them seems to be the end of the world. But I think I would rather have every movie with Nicolas Cage, because I don't watch movies all that often, but I do listen to music most days, and I don't really think that Nickelback would do especially well in a Notorious B.I.G. track. I'm not a music expert, I'm just saying. Would you rather erase Canada or New Jersey off the map? New Jersey, hands down. I've been to Canada, I like Canada. I haven't been to New Jersey, but I've seen what comes out of New Jersey, and I don't like that. So it would be doing both me and, I think, the world a favour to erase New Jersey off the map. Would you rather skip summer or skip winter? Summer's much better weather, obviously, but I play sport during the winter, and I like sport, so I'd miss out on that. Also, Christmas is in winter, and I do like Christmas, but my birthday's... there's so much going for both. I think, for the sake of... I think I'd skip winter. I don't know, it seems to work for bears and squirrels when they hibernate, so yeah, I'd skip winter and just enjoy the glorious summer constantly. Right, would you rather be eaten by a zombie or burnt at the stake? God, those are both horrible ways to die. I think really there, which should be the quickest? Can I throw like kerosene on the fuel, like on the logs around the bottom of my steak? You know, get it over quickly with. Because I can't really see a zombie deciding to really get his munch on, like, quick enough to kill me in, like, less than 5 seconds. Whereas I reckon you put like a decent amount of, like, really explosive fuel at the bottom of the steak, and I reckon I could go up quicker than I could feel it. Yeah, I'd go with that. I'd go with burnt at the stake under the condition that I get to burn quickly. Being eaten by a zombie would suck as well. Too much biting. Would you rather wear an eye patch or have a peg leg? I'd go with a peg leg. I think the loss of binocular vision would be a bigger impact on my life than having a peg leg. I mean, I'd move slower, but at least I can still judge distances properly, so I don't miss out on like I don't lose like hand-eye coordination. So I think I'd go with a peg leg. I think that'd be less destructive on my life. Be an Olympic tennis player or an Olympic table tennis player? I'd go with an Olympic tennis player. I don't discount table tennis as a sport because those guys are hell as good at it, but I don't count it as a sport on the same level that tennis is a sport. I don't really see the same amount of... I think it's probably got higher hand-eye coordination, but with a smaller ball and a smaller bat, but it doesn't really have the same level of physical fitness that I would expect to have out of a tennis player. So I'd go with the Olympic tennis player. They seem to live pretty cool lives, whereas you don't really hear anything about table tennis players. They don't really seem to get all the fame. Well, I don't really want the fame. It's just, who the hell knows of any table tennis players? Would you rather sleep only 3 hours a night on an extremely comfy bed, or sleep as long as you want on a cold rock? Well, I can't imagine the cold rock would be doing especially many wonders for my spine, or for the quality of the sleep, so I could sleep as long as I want, but I don't see myself getting to sleep on a cold rock, so I think I'd rather go with the 3 hours a night on an extremely comfy bed. I think eventually, even if you do only sleep at those 3 hours, just the fatigue would make them extremely restful 3 hours. So I think I'd overall do better on a comfy bed, but with less hours. I'd probably even get more hours on the comfy bed, to be honest, because who the hell could be able to sleep a decent amount of hours on a cold rock, really? I mean, I'd have to be pretty much passed out from alcohol to be able to do that. Would you rather listen to one great song per week, or listen to as much music as you want? Well, that's like the worst question ever. I'd like to listen to as much music as I want, because I can still listen to the great song that week, but I can listen to other music as well. That clearly someone hasn't put in enough thought into this. Shame on you, whoever wrote that question. You've done a bad job. If you had a kid, would you rather die when your kid is very young, or have your kid die before you? Yeah, I'd rather die when my child is young. I can see... At least he gets to live his entire life that way. And you never know, he might, like, turn to the Batman or something, you know? Working towards his dead parent. Or something like that. That could be pretty cool. I die and make Batman child. I think that's a very good choice right there. And I'm back to the alligator and bear question. And so, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you for watching the video. Feel like leaving a rating, that'd be lovely. Subscribe if you want to. Not forcing anything, you know. You're your own person, you can do what you want. Yeah. Cheery bye.